Ireland and Fiji, folks, 52 points to 17. Very comfortable win for the Irish lads in the end. Apologies, this one is much delayed. I'm currently watching All Blacks in Italy, but it's half time, so I figured come along and have a quick chat about this game. I've been a bit sick, feeling miserable for myself last night, and didn't watch this one live because I wanted to sleep and rest, but I did watch it this morning, 52-17, like I mentioned. It's probably a bigger scoreline than I thought, especially seeing as Ireland, debutant hooker, first start for Sam Prendergast at 10. You thought, with all the changes, you thought maybe Fiji, if they can score early, put a cat amongst the pigeons, put the Irish guys off kilter. No. Ireland come out of the blocks firing. They go into the halftime sheds with a 28-3 lead. The game is never in doubt. Fiji's discipline really poor, and their line-out struggled a lot. And for Ireland, despite the fact they scored 52 points, they shelled a lot of stuff, especially when they were going out wide. Like, they played with confidence. They were popping the ball around. What we haven't necessarily seen for the last couple of weeks, but yeah, they shelled a few and scored a few as well. Scored within the first 5 minutes. Fiji conceding a penalty for a tackle in the air. Ireland punish. Gus McCarthy's first line-out was a bit wobbly, but the second one was fine. That leads to the Doris try, 7-0. Prendergast, silly kind of shoulder into one of the Fijian boys' heads. That's Sam. So he gets yellow carded. It's a dangerous one whenever you're putting your shoulder near somebody's head because you're putting your future in the referee's hands. He's lucky he only gets yellow. The commentary team, I was listening to, thought it was going to be red. It seemed kind of borderline, but again, you shouldn't be doing that. But he's lucky he gets only a yellow. But during the yellow card, can Fiji score? They went close, literally, about an inch away from the line, but reaching out didn't quite make it, and then conceded some penalties. Piggybacked the Irish boys up the field, and then they are able to score. Doris, after a 5-metre tap, pops it to Van der Fleer. Try time, so 14 points to 0. Craig Casey's the man who slots the conversion with Prendergast in the bin. Looking pretty comfortable. Fiji did kick 3 points during the yellow card period when Ireland were offside to at least get something out of it. But when you concede 7 and score 3 during the yellow card, that's still kind of a failed yellow card. You want to be coming out with points to the good when you got the man advantage. And then Fiji, on the back of all these penalties, get their own yellow card. Maui gets yellow card, a team yellow card. They had been warned. And Prendergast kicks it dead. So a little bit of a let off when they could have been going for the jugular Ireland. They did get the hands going, like I mentioned. Pop balls, very confident, looking to spread it wide and beat the Fijian guys for pace in terms of moving the ball. But they had to try, basically go a big in for a forward pass. And then Frawley got absolutely smashed by Maui. He'd only come on for an injured Osborne not too long earlier, but he got absolutely smoked. But he stayed on. Fair play to Kieran Frawley. And like Craig Casey had been sat down a few times earlier as well. The Fijians were certainly bringing the physicality. But not the points. Their line-out in particular was struggling. And Ireland, as I mentioned, those kind of final balls weren't quite clicking. They did get one before half-time when Prendergast dinked a cross-kick through for Mac Hansen, who took it totally unopposed. 28-3 half-time. Very comfortable-looking lead. Second half, Ireland did get the hands going again. Aki managed to score despite the fact that the ref couldn't see it because she was taken out in the build-up to it, but it was one of those ones where the final pass and whatever wasn't forward this time. Some good tip passes and whatnot. So 35-3. Hansen probably could have got one down the right wing, but Salawa absolutely smoked him into touch, which was a great try-saving tackle from him. And then he scored not too long later. Their lineup was still a bit messy, but they managed to retain it, and he had a pick and go to at least get Fiji's first try of the match. A good kind of few minutes from that guy to save a try and then to score one of his own. Another Irish try went a begging because there was a forward pass out to Conor Murray, who's now come on. He's playing out on the left wing because they had all kinds of injuries in terms of guys going off in the back line for the Irish lads. Gus McCarthy got one on debut, which they celebrated, rightly so. And even Andy Farrell had a kind of wee grin on his face in the coach's box from a maul. 42-10. Fiji, though, did hit directly back where this guy, Turathoke, comes on and, after months has a great line break, runs a good support line. So 42-17, but then immediately gets himself yellow carded. So it's kind of 0 to 0 when he dives over a ruck again. It's too many penalties and that one gets punished. Ireland, do they go and punish? Yes, they do. Hansen goes over in the corner for his second, 47-17. And the icing on the cake from Kelleher, who didn't get many minutes, but he came on at the end and was able to score one from a nice line-out move. Makes it 52-17. Bit of handbags after that one. But, yeah, Ireland very confident. As I said, they blew a bunch of tries, but still scored a ton. So I think they'll be genuinely pretty happy with that. They controlled the possession and territory, which is what they like to do. They got to blood some youngsters or get some minutes into some guys and still managed a very comfortable win. Like, was it position 62-38, territory 66-34, run meters 525 to 265. Very dominant. Clean breaks 13-4, defenders beaten 33-14, and like Fiji's tackling percentage is 75, which is genuinely pretty awful. Ireland were 87. Penalties conceded 17 by Fiji, 8 by Ireland. Pretty lopsided. Neither lineout was that flash. 14 from 18 from Ireland and 10 from 15 for Fiji. So a few went awry. Aki got man of the match, 77 metres. 6 defenders beaten, 4 clean breaks. Henshaw had 7 defenders beaten. Doris had 15 tackles. Tanaka Vata had 14. But yeah, ultimately, very comfortable win for the Irish lads. And as I said, I think Andy Farrell basically got what he wanted out of that game, barring a few guys taking some knocks. They got the result. They got the experience in some lads. They got their attack going. Even as I said, even if they shelled a few, Fiji will be pretty gutted because they would have genuinely seen this as an opportunity to go close, but nope, couldn't get it done. I'm going to go finish watching the All Blacks and Italian game. Again, apologies that this one's a bit late. I was feeling a bit crook. I feel like I'm on the mend, but getting there slowly. Still a bit low energy, but if the All Blacks can win that game, I'm sure that'll give me a wee boost. You guys take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.